Good afternoon and welcome to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup Australia 2022 here in Sydney. Group B Game Day 2 action. Serbia taking on Japan. Japan with a big win yesterday on opening game day here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. 89-56 over Mali. So Japan already with a win in this tournament, taking on Serbia, who lost yesterday against Canada 60-67. So they're gonna need a comeback win here today if they want the hopes of moving on, I think, realistically in this tournament. But tell me a little bit about this Japanese team, Azania Stewart alongside Shona Thorburn today.
Hey, Shona. Mia Wowie, for me, is their speed, their engine, who just completely killed and ripped up Mali yesterday. 13 points, went 6 from 8 from the floor, and then Hiyashita had 17 points, and she was 5 from 6 from the three-point line. Incredible, and I expect them to really to start the rolling. Look, this Serbian team needs a win. So they're going to come out strong, and you know Malkovic is going to have her team ready to roll. They need more, in my opinion, from Jovanovic. She came off the bench the last couple of years, but she has that experience, you know. Yvonne Turner, 18 points, 5 rebounds. In the arena came up and says, nobody can stop me, nobody can guard me, so I need a bit more, because we saw her have, you know, drives to the baskets, but you can do that all the time. And then Tina Krajnik, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Fantastic game from her. She is one of my favorite posts. But they need this win.
They do. They absolutely need this win. This is considered Group B, the group of death in this tournament, and that opening day loss, it hit them hard, Serbia.
I think so. I don't think they were ready for Canada to be held, because they came out strong. They pressed the whole game, and then Canada did so well to stay poised and, you know, really got the job done.
But you mentioned it, this Serbian team, they're missing some big guns.
Yeah, they are.
So this younger generation, like you said, Jovanovic, she needs to step up and take that next step in her playing career and this national team career. At the same time, Japan, they're missing some pretty big players as well. So there you see it, Group B today, coming up soon. Serbia against Japan later tonight. France and Canada, and to finish it off, we are going to have Australia going up against Mali. So there you see Japan with a win, France with a win, Canada with a win, Serbia, Australia, and Mali opening day losses in this group.
Pretty tough. You're right.
It's a tough group. We knew that going into this tournament. They knew that going into this tournament. Do they have what it takes? We'll take a quick pause for the playing of the national anthems now.
The national anthem of Serbia.
Well, there you see the Serbian fans. They had a good contingency yesterday, but unfortunately those fans couldn't help them with a win over Canada. And let's see if this afternoon, today, they can kind of be that sixth man. They're all right behind the bench. So both teams giving the pleasantries. It's all smiles right now, but Silva from Brazil is the crew chief. Vulic from Croatia and Yasmina Alcaraz Moreno from Spain will be calling tonight's action. So congratulations to them. They're a team as well. And there you see Hirashita.
Yeah,
yesterday,
she had a good game.
She had a great game. So Takada, Yamamoto, Todo, Akaho, and Okoye are gonna have the starting lineup tonight. That's what we've seen them go with. You know,
they're solid 5 for
they
a
are.
long time.
And then Coach Toru Onzuka, who took over after the Olympics. So we know that Japan had that wonderful Olympics last year on home soil, coming up with the silver medal.
Yeah,
and they, you know, they gave the U.S. a run for their money as well. And you talked about this woman. She's one of your favorite post players in the game right now, Tina Krajicnik. She needs a big game, but look at this starting lineup.
No, Krajicnik, no.
So Radza, Nogic, Topuzovic, Katanic, and Djurdjevic. Wow, do you think Coach Marina Malkovic, that woman right there, is sending a message to her starters?
Wow, I am speechless right now. We're getting ready. Obviously, we don't get the starting lineups until it goes up on that screen. I'm expecting to see Tina. I'm expecting to see Jovanovic. I'm expecting to see Yvonne. Anderson.
Yep.
Whoa. Talk about a statement.
So there you see it, the Tissot countdown clock, just under a minute here for tip-off Group B action. Game 2 at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. Serbia, if they lose today, they are definitely making things a lot more complicated for themselves. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but boy, will it become complicated. Japan have only won 2 of their last 12 games against European teams at a World Cup. So maybe, you know, if you look at history, Serbia have the, you know, better chance.
And they've lost 4 consecutives in the world. What is this statement that she's saying? Is she going young, vibrant, and free, meaning like just play your heart out for these next couple of minutes? Or is she saying, no, honey, you vets that have been here for a while, you need to get your stuff together now because this is game time?
I think she's sending a message to her starters and her go-to players. They need to be ready to go here today.
Yeah.
And she's challenging them.
And if you're this young crew coming on, what are your feelings right now?
You know what? You're gonna take it. You're gonna take this opportunity.
Yeah.
And
they
you're
play
gonna
hard,
show
though,
coach.
You know.
Yeah. You know what? If they're not ready, we can carry this team.
Yeah. Amazing opportunity for these young players. And I watched them in practice, and these 5, honestly, they were good. I was impressed. I'm excited to see this opportunity that they're gonna get. How long are they gonna play on the floor together? They know how important this first few minutes are for Serbia. Wow, I just got a bit nervous. Like, my heart's racing, my palms are sweaty, like I'm about to play.
I mean, they are going up against Japan, which is a shorter team.
But an experienced team.
You said it.
Oh, I'm excited for this game. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's game time.
Well, hello and welcome to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup here in Sydney, Australia. Serbia taking on Japan. Shona Thorburn alongside Azania Stewart will be bringing you today's action. And no surprise, a quick 3-point shot by Japan. First possession of the game. We know they like to shoot it from outside. When they're hot, they are very dangerous.
They sure are. And to let that one go, they're ready. This is really a new Serbia that we're going to be seeing.
It is. Good patience, nice ball movement, but just not able to convert is Serbia. So now Japan, you got to get back and defend. So Yamamoto with the turnover there, just a little bit of a miscommunication.
I'm just gonna check my heart rate on my watch because, yeah, 67 beats, maybe a little bit higher, but I'm feeling like really anxious right now for no 73 beats per minute. There we go. So for this young team, it's just because I don't recognize anything what's going on, but clearly other than Topoto's Zukic, excuse me,
Topuzovic.
yeah, she's the only one who's really seen a lot of playing time.
Yeah, she came in, gave them big minutes in the qualifying tournament in Serbia back in February. Nogic too, you know, Nogic, yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
And the other ones were definitely, they were there, but they were role players.
Role players, bench players, I don't know, but they're doing good. Here they go, they get the steal.
Great defensive play there by Serbia. I'm not sure. I think defensively they can be fine. Offensively, I think they definitely have less skill. Nogic, her three-point shot is banked in. Hey, you know what? Doesn't matter how it goes in.
It's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The bank's open and a turnover.
Another turnover for Japan. So three early turnovers for Japan. Katanic setting things up for Serbia. And she just takes it all the way to the iron. What a move by her.
Wow, this young crew looking good so far, Shona.
Yeah, Yamamoto gets it to Akaho. Akaho, a staple of this Japanese team. Tough right-hand layup is off the mark for her. Razza. And nice job, they get it inside-outside action. And now a fight for the ball. So it's going to be a jump ball situation.
Yeah.
Ball will stay on this end.
Stay with Serbia. Incredible start by the Serbians, the young Serbs. They've taken the challenge. We're about, a couple minutes in. The nerves have definitely settled, and to see the ball go through the hoop and to keep Japan still on 0 is a good start.
So Katanic with that great take to the basket last time gives it up to Nogic. And Razza fighting in the post. Not sure they were aware of that shot clock. And that's one of those things, maybe that's a learning situation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, you know, the veterans on the Serbian team
they
would
know
have been
it.
aware.
Yeah.
But you know what? Bench, talk to your team, the 5 that are out there.
Yeah.
Well, Yamamoto, a couple turnovers already for her. Gets it off to Okei. Working in the post. Nice little spin move, little hesitation for number 99.
Yeah, and real patience by her also to make that finish. And good to see the ball go through the net for Japan. And aggressive play here. Nogic, skip pass, finds the open shooter. That's well off the mark, but look at this fight. Unfortunately, Topuzovic was just out of bounds. So ball back to Japan. And we see all 5 sub? No, 3 sub. Okay, no. Mauli comes in. And
Tokashiki.
Tokashiki also, who is a legit player.
You said Mauli had a great game yesterday. Someone you expect to step up and play well, right?
Instant offense.
Yamamoto.
So Japan makes their first sub, but Serbia still keeps their starting 5 in.
Get it inside to Tokashiki, kicks it out, 3-point shot attempt off the front of the iron, fight for the defensive rebound, and Serbia comes up with it. Topuzovic needs to be careful. And nice defensive heads-up play there by Yamamoto. Topuzovic kind of turned her back, didn't know where the other defender was.
Yeah, so smart of Yamamoto, just come sneakily in and tie up the ball and they get the arrow.
And a fight underneath there by Tokashiki. And good job. She was just fighting for position with Djordjevic. And Djordjevic giving up a little bit, maybe a tiny bit of height, but I think more experience, weight, muscle, down low.
But also she just had that, she was hugging her, you know, just let go of that hug and you'll be just fine. Turn it into a forearm.
Miyazaki goes all the way to the basket. Nice little pass fake and takes it for herself.
And they finally sent Yvonne Anderson to the bench.
Topazovic. Nothing, good defense. Katanic gets it inside. Topazovic gets it back. Oh, just misses that layup. But an offensive rebound for Serbia. We saw them come up with a bunch of
they did yesterday.
They actually out-rebounded Canada by a lot, double digits.
10, you're right.
Nogic, aggressive drive. Again, we talked about this yesterday, Azania. The referees are letting a lot go. These have been very physical games here at this FIBA basketball.
I would have to agree with you. They're letting a lot of body contact. As long as you don't do any like full slap downs or that hugging kind of, and then they're also calling moving screens, which is definitely something that we've seen them focus on. But yeah, here comes Yvonne Anderson. So that was good 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great job by Katanic.
Yep.
She had that nice take to the basket. And little shot fake. They know they're good shooters, Japan. Oh, what a rebound. A fight for the rebound is Tokashiki.
Whoa, okay. Nice pass by Anderson.
Japan in this, great strong take is Topazovic. So she's going to be rewarded with 2 free throws coming up. And Japan falling back into this zone. We know that Serbia did not shoot the ball well yesterday, and they have shooters.
Yeah, they didn't. Kajo, really, we saw her shoot 1 when she came in, and that was it, really. I don't think she got another one off. But then Krajnik now, here's Tina sub-in, so 5 minutes. The young ones have done fantastic, in my opinion.
I think they've done great, it's 6-6. Those last 6 points coming from Japan
really,
a little bit later.
And now your best players are now subbing in from the bench. That's kind of cool, you would hope.
Miyazaki with the crossover. And this is what Japan does, folks. They are incredibly quick. They're good shooters. So, you know, any kind of screening action, if you don't switch, you see defensively teams get a little bit nervous, right?
Yeah, I would have to. Let me just see what this foul is. They're saying Tina or what?
And quick shot off of the inbounds is Hirashita, who had that big game yesterday for them over Mali.
Sorry, they gave that foul to Tina for a box out.
Nogic tries to split the defense, but it's no good. And now Japan are running. And great job by Ratsa getting back on defense and contesting that layup. Anderson, nowhere to go, picked up her dribble, but who's there? Your favorite player, Tina Krajisnik, the captain. And I would almost say the face of Serbia moving forward now with the retirement of a few of their big guns from before.
You're right, and there's the turnover also, you're right. No Sonja Vasic, no Brooks, and no Anna Dabovic.
Ooh, spin move. She attacks baseline. Good defense, though. And what a play and movement. Topazovic just reading the play. Nice pass by Krajisnik and the and one. So an opportunity for a three-point play here.
A nice way to keep her dribbled round. Good pass here and finish. Great movement from Serbia. That's difficult to guard.
Very difficult to guard.
Timeout. Japan have seen enough. It was 6-all, and then all of a sudden a nice 6-0 run for the Serbians. Great job by Serbia, in my opinion. They switched it up, and coach from Japan wants a timeout. We'll listen in.
Get ready with the people next year, and that's your young man in LA right there.
OK
それを思い出してやろうね。
もう球際だよ。球際ね。相手右サイドのところもそうだし、ボールのところ厳しくくるよね。ここいいピボットするし、いいシールするし、ボール展開するところもお互い息合わせて球際強くね。いいやり直す。オフェンスは次ダブルからジョーで。OK ダブルからジョーね。OK 行こう。
Well, unfortunately, my Japanese is a little rusty, but it came across very informative, very, patient. He wasn't yelling, calm, trying to get the point across to his players. So let's see what they can do out of this timeout. You said it, 12-6 for Serbia with just under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And Ramu with the strong take, Tokashiki, but she's not able to convert. Probably one of the more well-known players for Japan. WNBA on her resume.
Good defense here.
Yeah, great defense. And incredibly tough shot. You don't see Anderson put up a lot of bad shots. That one was a little forced.
Yeah.
Well, Japan running, shooting, Hirashita with the air ball though. And I mentioned it, Japan, you've watched Japan for the last few years. I would say back since 2018.
Yeah.
Very, very good, quick three-point shooting team.
They are.
Tonight, they're already 0 for 3, though.
Yeah. The three-point shot isn't dropping for them, but listen, we're still in the first quarter.
Okay, fine.
And but they looked for it there. The drive, the kick. They really start to get that three-point shot open as the game, progresses along.
Anderson.
Well, they're really giving some good defense on Anderson, yeah.
She really has nowhere to go, but Krajicnik says, I can do it underneath and I can do it outside. Her two-point jump shot is good. And penetration and kick by Japan, their go-to, but that shot is short. A lot of short shots here for Japan. That was Yasuma.
And
really,
listen, they played
they're
yesterday.
shooting short.
Yeah, they're shooting short, and they played yesterday, right? This tournament is very difficult to recover.
They played yesterday against maybe a weaker team than Serbia had to go up against in Canada.
You're right.
And Serbia seemed more prepared to play today than Japan do. I do think a lot of that has to do with Coach Marina Malkovic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she lit a fire somewhere.
Oh, yeah, where the sun don't shine, honey.
So, Yazuma brings the ball up the court. Her penetration and kick to Takada. Nice three-point shot, and that's what they needed. They needed to see a shot, an outside shot go in by their captain. Again, another very, very well-known player for this Japanese team.
Yeah, I told you, that's how they get their threes, the drive and the kick, and they'll just start to light it up now.
A historic silver medal last year. Ratsa's three-point shot is good, though. Talk about the response by Serbia.
Great shot by her, set her feet.
Okay, yeah, we've seen that move before, but that defense was great by Skoric. Nogic, and now Serbia are feeling it, and their lead has jumped to 11 with just over a minute to play. Takada
And for me on that possession, Japan kind of falling asleep on the defense. Serbia wide open on the three-point line.
Agreed. Not something you see by Japan often, defensive mistakes.
No.
Well, good defensive effort again by Serbia, and they are going to be rewarded with the possession arrow, excuse me. So ball back to Serbia.
Krajnik there just held up the ball with her feet pretty much. Whatever it takes. The captain will do it all. Got to get the ball in, they do.
So Nogic bringing it up. Back to Ratsa, Japan with kind of a semi-press situation. Nogic. Anderson skip pass, Ratsa's hit one from outside, little dribble pull up for her. And what a start that woman has had. She started the game. She did start for them yesterday. She had a quiet game yesterday, but look at this response. Anderson, I think, will be rewarded with the block.
She's played all 9 minutes this whole quarter.
Ratsa? Yeah.
Yep. She hasn't been subbed out yet.
Clearly, Coach Malkovich has confidence in Ratsa. So Anderson, not usually where you see her underneath the basket posting up, and she is going to draw the foul, and Japan have committed over 5 team fouls, so Anderson will be rewarded going to the line.
Yeah, that's smart of her because Yasuma is only 5'3", so she's taller than somebody on the floor for once. Yvonne Anderson. Great minutes by those two on your screen, and then they put in Chajo and Jovanovic.
I like this, though, you know, on your screen in the back, well, not now, but Marina Malkovich talking to Ratsa and Nogic, who are checking out, and she talked to them right away.
Yep.
So she had instructions for them. You know, she wants them to improve. She wants them to learn. She wants them to get better. A lot of times you just see coaches, you know, the little high five
and go,
and let the players know.
And now this is the Serbian starting team that we were expecting on our screen.
Well, 10 seconds left. Yasuma gives it up, gets it back. Oh, what a pass underneath.
Travel.
I'm not sure why she didn't shoot. Akaho, a very, you know, I've watched her play a lot. She was wonderful at the Olympics last summer. It looks, you know, a little out of sorts.
Yeah. Well, they're down 24-9.
Well, after 10, Serbia with a great first half, leading Japan 24-9.
Well, I guess there's the stats, the 27% right now for Japan, 4 from 15 field goal, and then they're not really getting anything easy, and then when they do, they had that treble there. A good start. The message from Malkovich obviously was the right thing. She's obviously a clear front runner and a great coach, and that just shows you the reason. She went with her young bucks, and then they did very, very well. Came out on a 5-0 run to start the game, and now her vets, her veteran players to speak, in Yvonne Anderson, Tina Krajnik, and Jovanovic. Chajo will start this second quarter. Nice. You know, I was freaking out at the beginning of the game. Now I'm like, well done. Of course you meant to do what you're supposed to do.
You know, I think there's a reason why Coach Marina Malkovich is one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
You know, obviously comes from a wonderful line of family line of coaches, as her dad is also a very famous Serbian coach. And I really, obviously she has confidence in her younger, or they're not incredibly young, but less experienced players at this level. But I do think she was sending her bigwigs also a message, and clearly it worked, because they are up big after 10 minutes over a good Japanese team. Maybe not the same Japanese team we saw last summer at the Tokyo Olympics, but they still have very experienced and very good basketball players.
They sure do. So that first quarter is in the books, and the starters for Serbia are back on the court.
And skip pass, Todo, her three-point shot off the mark. And very good passing team is Japan.
Yeah, and a turnover there from Anderson. Very rare. They're playing great defense on her.
And Todo gets the nice pass from Tokashiki. And you saw in the background, Coach Onzuka wants them to get up and pressure. Jovanovic, tough layup, good defense, but it's gonna stay Serbia ball with 3.1 seconds on the shot clock.
And Japan do such a good job. Look, so many hands get in that driving of Jovanovic. They're playing tough defense, in my opinion. Nothing easy for the Serbians.
Tajo. Krajcnik, who's done well since she checked in. And great job, great clock awareness by the veteran.
We knew that was gonna be a difference.
Akaho just dribbles in a smaller Jovanovic, and great job by her. She started slow, and especially with that, missed layup opportunity at the end of the first quarter, I thought it was a little weird. Well, that's a quick three-point shot off the mark. There is Yamamoto. This is what they do, though, Japan. They shoot quick shots when the defense isn't expecting it. And excellent job defensively, but the referees want to talk about it. I think one of them saw a foul and the other
traveled.
In my opinion, I think it was more of a travel. I thought it was good defense, so I don't want to see the foul go against the Japanese player. Look at this. She's moving her feet. She's in front. I don't think it's a foul. Do you? Are you saying she pulled her down?
That's a difficult call right there. They've gone with
the foul.
The foul.
So the foul
because
against Yamamoto.
So yeah.
Saying they pulled her down?
Yeah, I guess the motion, the way they even out throughout the game, but they're playing tough defense. She hasn't taken a shot, a good look at the basket yet, Yvonne Anderson.
Yamamoto, look at this, moving her feet. Chacho. Scorich, tough shot. That was very excellent defense and nice heads-up play by Jovanovic. Did you see that?
Yeah, behind
she
her
saw
back.
the ball going out of bounds and was just able to get it. Watch this. Oh, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
on
behind
purpose.
her back. Yeah.
It looked on the replay, but I think it was a heads-up play by one of the more veteran players, Jovanovic, by Serbia. Yep. Oh, goodness me, Chacho. She had to throw it up,
but she knew yet again the clock was running down.
Exactly, Yamamoto kicks it, extra pass. Miyazawa is trying to take on a quick defender in Anderson, but she gets the ball back. Shot off the back of the iron. One of the smallest players on the court comes up with the offensive rebound. Look at this ball passing. Akaho with the floater is off the mark.
And another choked up rebound. Serbia finally secure the ball.
And miscommunication there between Jovanovic and Scorich, and now Japan running. Akaho, she doesn't miss that. Great 2-on-1 execution by Japan.
And a little miscommunication from Serbia. They just need to clean it up a little bit.
Anderson to Scorich, and her shots have been short since she's checked into the game. She did have Jovanovic wide open in the corner.
And Chajo isn't happy with that foul. And look, easy miscommunication. Run through the ball, 2-on-1. Not much you can do about that. And a whole new 5. That's quite a luxury, isn't it? Say, oh, okay. Usually you see 1, 2, 3 at the most, but not 5. So fresh legs for Japan.
Oh, Japan trailing 29-15. And that woman has been quiet, Mawuli. Almost maybe could have been called for the offensive foul. 3-point shot is off. And Jovanovic falls to the ground. Chacho, look at this defense, Zania.
Yeah, really tough. They're not giving the guards any breathing space at all.
They're not, but Serbia are doing a good job of staying composed. Chacho, she's hit one. And that shot hits a lot of backboard. Mawuli goes all the way. And nice aggressiveness by her. And she will earn herself a trip to the free throw line.
And that's where she's most successful, I feel like, excuse me. Mawuli, she definitely gets herself to the rim multiple times. And Japan's doing a great job off of Serbia's turnovers. They're running real fast in their transition, putting pressure and trying to chip away at this lead.
And her first attempt is good. And good job there by Monica Okoye. She kind of faked going in, and I believe it was Georgievich, number 51, who bit on the fake.
Yeah, got suckered into it.
You see, she went like this, but she's actually not crossing the line.
Yeah. And a little 1-2-2 here by Japan.
And almost a turnover. As you see, Stankovic making her first appearance in this game, number 14 for Serbia. Chacho.
3 on the clock. They've got to get something up.
Georgievich, tough shot. And Mawuli finds the open shooter in the corner, and it's nothing but net for Hiroshita. And now Coach Malkovich wants to call a timeout because that double-digit lead is back down to 9.
Yeah, I told you. Don't worry about the 3-point shot. It will come.
It will come.
It will come. Look, they just get it going in transition. That is where they're doing a really good job. Let's listen in to the timeout.
Can we go faster? Uzovic, Mina.
You see these shots on the big screen. If you want your moment, it's very easy.
Can we do a press offense and be ready, ask for the ball? They trap Mina, no one is looking, then in the last second you're asking for the ball. And we have a 2-on-1 situation here. Dodajte loptu brže, napada, pressing postu. Opet pravimo gluposti, puštamo šutera samo. I controlled 1-on-1 situations and it was okay. And now we're helping too much and shooters want to go. Of course. Kontroliši 1-na-1 situacije. Kontroliši 1-na-1 situacije. Ne možemo da pomažemo. Ova posljednji napad njihov je najbolji primjer. In offense, faster with press offense. Otvarajte se i tražite loptu organizovano. Svih 5 igrača. Stop. Play one all the way now.
Well, here's Tina Krasnik's highlights. She came off the bench, which was a surprise, but it was the message that she needed because she's turned up. And that's a nice timeout. I like it when Malkovich speaks a little tongue twister of Serbian and English that I can understand. And she said, can we be aggressive? Can we pick up on... We haven't really seen them full court press as much as yesterday.
Not that we're used to seeing Serbia do, yeah, absolutely.
You know, she said, can we get it together? And great timeout. Japan's only 2 from 10, by the way, from the 3-point line.
Okay.
So that's still, you know, 20%.
Nogic. Tough layup, right-hand layup, and it somehow goes in, so good job there by her. And, oh, beautiful backdoor cut, not able to go up. How good are they at passing?
Yeah. Well,
passing and moving, passing and moving.
Yeah, constantly.
And Mawuli. And Nokic is going to be called for the reach-in.
And this is why I think Japan get a lot of teams, because their offense is a constant movement. Their shooters don't start to like suck in. They stay poised. They stay out exactly where they should be. They stay in their lane and they wait for the right pass at the right time. Stankovic, good job.
Great job by her. And that's the kind of aggressive defense that Malkovich wanted, right?
Yeah.
Well, Anderson, she's been quiet. Nogic comes off the down screen and got her feet set. It was a good-looking shot from our angle, but just went off the front of the rim.
For me, still, Anderson, 0 from 1. She's taken one shot. They're really taking her out of her stuff. They're playing tough defense on her.
Miyazaki can't find anyone open, and I thought I was gonna say Anna's gonna have to take it herself, but she finds Takada. What a tough layup, almost went in, and just going at the taller Stankovic.
Yeah, look here, puts it on the deck. They both just fall over, but that's a good decision by her. Take on the taller, slower player. And she's earned trip to the line.
So her first attempt is good. She also had a wonderful Olympics. I could say that about almost all of these players who were, who played. It was just some of the most beautiful basketball I have ever seen.
And also they were at home, right? That's amazing.
And you know, we have a new coach. He was the assistant coach on that team, but
he's with the men now.
He is, yep.
That's interesting.
Tom. Great job, Anderson, breaking the press, but unfortunately, Topazovic isn't able to convert it. You see the frustration? I think Marina's asking, how do you miss something so easy?
It was on the left-hand side.
Look at this.
She shoots it with her right hand on the left-hand side, so then you're much stronger on that side, and then it goes over the rim, just like that.
Nogic gets it to Anderson. Her first real good look.
Yeah.
And she makes it count. So Anderson, yes. But she hasn't seen the light of day. Oh, backdoor pass goes off the foot, so it's gonna stay here. Japanese ball. And nice inbounds play gets Takada wide open. So her two-point shot is good, and that lead is back to single digit, folks. Anderson hit the last one. That shot off the back of the iron. But it's off, and ball will stay, or will go to Japan, excuse me.
And look, yet again, no press from Serbia. I've never seen Serbia not press.
But you know what?
What?
This Japanese team are quick.
Yeah.
So maybe that is, you know, Malkovic's game plan. Okay, you know what? We need to get back and play quarter-court defense.
Yeah.
Because they are so quick. I don't know if I would press Japan.
There.
And what a shot by Monica Okoye.
Yeah, she can stretch the floor at the three. But you know what? Japan is pressing Serbia, so they're giving them a taste of their own medicine, really.
Krajnik. Open underneath, but she's doubled, finds Nogic, shot clock, she's gonna have to shoot it, and she does. And it almost went in, but a great rebound. And now Japan are running. And it's all 5 of the Japanese players that run, you know, not just the guards. And all of them can handle the ball, and that's a 3-point shot for Hirashita.
And that's it. And once they start seeing it go in the rim, they're just going to let it go. And they have enough time because they're driving and they're sucking in Serbia's defense.
Tokusovic looking inside for Krajnik. And Takada just staying behind and let her catch the ball easily. And
Tina demanded that ball from Anderson there.
Quick 3-point shot, you said it. When they've seen a couple go in, they do not hesitate.
Nope.
But that shot by Miyazaki is off. And not quite all 5 players going out, only 4 subbing in this time.
And I'm telling you, that's a luxury to have. And really, when you go deep in this tournament and you are pushing for medals, to have 10 solid players, you usually only go 6, 7, 8 players deep in your bench, but to go 10 deep is a luxury, I'm telling you.
But we talked about this yesterday. They're, you know, if you go all the way to the end, you're playing for a podium spot. It's 8 games in 10 days.
Yeah, I'm tired and I'm not even playing.
You need to go to your bench if the luxury allows.
Correct. But usually, this is why I think what people say, why USA is so great. USA can go 12 deep. Their starting 5 could be on the bench as well. You know, their 5 to 6 players on the bench could start. And that's where the difference is, in my opinion.
Well, Serbia proved that as well.
Well, hey, this younger generation is looking good.
Serbia breaking that press. Oh, and just a miscommunication. Akaho, her 3-point shot, back iron, looked good from here. And now Serbia with an opportunity to pick up the pace and run on offense. And maybe playing a little bit too quick is Serbia. Anderson takes it, not able to go in, and that was Tokashiki. Oh, Todo, beautiful pass by Akaho. They're so smart. I mean, that whole play started with Tokashiki tipping the defensive rebound out, and all of them get going.
Yeah, it is a track meet in here for the Japanese. As soon as that defensive rebound is taken, look, boom, they're on the races. Nice little pass, good finish, and that's how Japan is back in the game. They're only down 1.
Chacho with a quick 3-point shot. She made one earlier. And Coach Onzuka is not too happy, and he wants to talk about that. So Japan, they made that little run, but again, all of a sudden, Serbia back up 4, 38-34, 43 seconds remaining.
I don't think 5 hours is good, so how did that work?
4 hours, 4 hours. で、アップで
What time did you leave?
アップでこっち入ってって、
Assuming on a bus, I don't think
ショートロール、
helicopter here.
なん
What
か
was
ド
the
ライ
bus ride like with
ブ、
all
で
these
して、
schoolmates?
7個でこっちがポジションチェンジしてるっていう状態。スクリーンかけなくていいからポジションチェンジだけでいいから。ここ強くいってファウルもらう。で、あとチームファウル1つ残ってるから、次のディフェンスの時危なかったらファウルストップ OK。
Well, here we see Chajo's 3. And that is what she's known for. That's where she makes her money. So Japan fall asleep a little bit on that scout. And it pushes it back to a 4-point game with 43 seconds left in the second. And here's the press that we see. Usually Serbia are in. Let's see how Japan handle it.
Well, here's that press by Serbia. Japan off to the racetracks, but unfortunately a miscommunication pass by Yasuma.
Yasuma,
Talk about a
coach
way,
said,
they broke
it.
that press in 3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. That's why you can't press them. You're right. Seeing that in real life, wow, you blinked and they are down the other end. Incredible. Get it in.
And now Serbia breaking the press of Japan. And Katanic back in. She started the game very, very well, I thought. Chajo. Aaron passed to Krajnik.
Yeah,
so
wasn't ready.
It was a tough angle.
Yeah.
I mean, a great defensive job by Tokashiki. So now Japan are going to use the clock and go for one last shot. Yasuma, got to do something. No one's open, good defense, and it's a turnover. Great job, and a shot from half court by Ratza was off the mark. So 2 great defensive possessions to end the game by both teams. And at the half, Japan making a little bit of a comeback in the second quarter, but Serbia still leads 38-34.
Well, that was an exciting first half. Exactly what I wanted. They spiced it up a little bit. Coach Malkovich changing the starting lineup and then bringing in the starters. It definitely changed the game. And Serbia got a good start. And the Japanese finally getting their way at the 3-point line, but only made 4. They started a bit slow. And then 5 from 12 from the 3-point line in Serbia. The rebounding game pretty tied up, 17-8. And then the steals for Japan, 7-5. And boy, you know, as soon as they steal that ball, they are on the jets and on the way to score. So there's the starters who have scored the most in this first half. And the ladies are going to head back to the locker room to have timeout. They're going to have a cup of tea and regroup.
Yeah, so a few highlights from this first half. First quarter, in my opinion, it was all Serbia.
Yeah.
And really, Japan came alive in that second quarter. They picked up their intensity. They got a few more stops, and they got to get out and run. And they also knocked down some of their threes which I was worried about earlier in the game. And it's funny how, you know, I always feel like Marina Malkovic, the head coach of Serbia, wants to insert her style of play. And we see here in this game, because Japan are so dangerous when you pressure them, that she's asking her team to get back defensively and play a better, you know, quarter court, half court type of defense.
No, you're right. And I was asking where's the press that Serbia we're used to seeing. But we saw them put it on one time, and boy, Japanese ripped that press up in a matter of seconds. So they're going to get away from their traditional pressing where Japan is pressing Serbia, who's probably, okay, they know what to do, but you know what it is? It's taking time off the shot clock. So they're having to shoot. We've seen a lot of 10-9-8 shots. Chajo made one, Krajnik's made one. And then it's taken Yvonne Anderson, in my opinion, out of the game. I think she's taken 2 shots now. Yeah, she's 1 from 4, Yvonne Anderson, and she's a big-time scorer and what is needed for Serbia. So great defense, because she had 18 points yesterday, 5 rebounds. No doubt she's going to be the top of their scouting list.
Yep, you said it. So that slight 4-point lead for Serbia over Japan, 38-34. We said it, we know Serbia are 0-1, Japan 1-0. Serbia needs this win more than Japan. We'll be right back at after half.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
I know France kind of thought about, you know, do they rest Rupert?
Well, here's Jackson from 3! Laurie Jackson's on the board for Australia! Feed to Akaho. They waited a very long time for that. Patience paying off.
The legs will probably be heavy, but she's still in the game.
You mean Connecticut and Sydney aren't close to each other? And what a block by Girantes. And now again, Puerto Rico, they're pushing the tempo. They want to get out and run. Nice patience by Hollingshed. And now Puerto Rico have jumped out to a 6-point lead early in this first quarter.
Yeah, and there you see that big block.
Talbot into Tolo. The mismatch is on. And she can't quite capitalize yet. Gets the offensive board, blocked by Rupert. Gets a third chance at the air one! Mariana Tolo setting the Sydney Superdome on fire!
What a fight by Mariana Tolo. Well, 5 seconds. Anderson asked to create. Nice defense, but she finds Krajcik, and Krajcik does not miss when she is that close to the basket.
Beautiful play.
What a great pass and play.
Yeah, lovely.
She's got Stewart all over her so far in these first 7 minutes. And a hand in her face. Get it out of here.
Nice little back cut, but Brianna Stewart was having none of that.
Technically, we're all roommates over the next 2 weeks here for the FIBA World Cup.
Oh,
and those 2 first points here, Kone.
Oh, Lee Yuan is now just showing off for the crowd, and you hear them cheering on her exceptional play. China 105, Korea 44.
Williams. Talbot, the most important hand in her face, but it doesn't matter. Gabby Williams.
Goodness me, welcome to the Gabby Williams show.
Jeez, Talbot did everything right, and Williams still drained that three-pointer, 23 points.
That's that shot clock pressure right down. That's the U.S. playing that defense. But here, we see a chance for Belgium now.
Laying on the left, it's good.
Now that'll hit the highlight reel, a little behind the back, no-look pass from Van Loo.
Yeah, what a beauty. I was looking down at that transition.
Well, welcome back, folks. What a half we have had. It was all Serbia in the first quarter, all Japan in the second, and a big part of it was that woman right there, Maki Takada. 9 points here in the first half. There's a reason why she's the captain of this Japanese team, and it's because she knows how to win.
Yeah, I kind of like that she's hit her open shots. Sorry, yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, she's hitting her open shots. And then also, I talked about it earlier in the first half, the luxury of having 5 players subbing in. That is going to help them, especially when it's a tough game like the Serbians are playing here. You know who it is. It's Tina Krajnik. She's one of my favorites for a reason. She's so solid for this team. Finishes around the rim, nice touch, and has that 15-footer. She didn't start the game. She has 8 points. She's 4 from 4 from the floor, and she is, oh, so good. So what do you do in this half? Do you start the same starters again, or do you start your old school starters? I'm interested because I was sincerely shocked that Jovanovic, Yvonne Anderson, and Krajnic wasn't in the starting lineup. So, because it started so well in the first quarter, Shona, do you go the same starting in the second?
We will find out in about 5 minutes, folks. Obviously, it worked well for Serbia in the first half. They are up, but not by a lot.
Yeah, and they're not up by a lot because of Japan's quick transition playing. And I just love how great they move the ball, they drive, they kick. And there's the lady, Hayashita. She had 17 points yesterday, and today she's right on track. She comes off of the bench, actually. She has 6 points. She's 2 from 5 and 2 from 3 from the three-point line. Japan aren't shooting as nice a clip as they usually do. They're shooting 29% from the 3. That's 4 from 14. So they've missed a fair few, but Shona, I told her that that Japan will start to warm up, especially as fatigue starts to set in. But Coach Malkovic actually told her Serbian team, please don't suck in, please don't overhelp, because that's exactly what they want. So it'll be interesting to see, 1, who starts the game, in my opinion, and 2, we know that they can't press, Serbia can't press Japan because they're just so quick and bullet out of a cannon, and so it's going to be good. I'm excited to see the second half. 38 to Serbia, 34 to Japan. There's a lot on the line for the Serbians.
Absolutely, you said it, Azania, a lot on the line. You do not want to imagine Serbia having to go into game day 3
with no win,
0-2. We do know that tomorrow is a rest day for Group B, so they will have a day off. I think if Serbia loses, it is not really going to be a rest day for them, though. Let's be honest.
That's
we have seen them practice, and so Saturday they will have the day off. That's tomorrow. And then Sunday, we have Japan will have to take on Canada, and Serbia have the tall task of taking on Australia.
Yeah. Well, Australia isn't feeling really good either. They lost last night. That was a tough game against France. In my opinion, France really out-physical Australia. Sorry, I can't help myself. It's lunchtime here, people. Shona just delivered me an orange. Thank you. But yeah, Serbia need this, in my opinion. They need to start how they started the first half. And the third quarter is so important in a basketball game. If you come out energized, if you really, throw the first punch, get yourself going. But if Japan come out fast and really shock Serbia, I don't know if they can recover.
I mean, going into halftime, the momentum was definitely all Japan. Nogic, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
And she started
in the first half.
Yeah.
She did start. So, could I see Coach Malkovic going again with Nogic? Absolutely. I also thought Ratsa did a great job for them.
Yeah.
Let's not forget number 40, Katanic, for Serbia as well.
Ratsa has 5 points, yes. She went 2 from 3 from the floor. She was good. She played 15 minutes. Solid.
And there you see Coach Onzuka already. Look at that. He's showing his players.
Wow, that's amazing. Already cut the film.
That is the first time I have ever seen that, and what a great tool for his players to be able to, I guess, learn on the fly and visually see their mistakes instead of him just talking about it. Because myself, as a former basketball player,
and now
they don't know what they're talking about, you know, when they say something during a game. And then now as a coach, you know, I do the same thing and I tell my players and they're like, I don't know, Shona. And then when you show it to them on video the next day, they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So what a great job there by Toru Onzuka, the head coach of Japan. And now Serbia are gonna have their huddle with coach Marina Malkovic, and we will find out shortly, Azenia, who are gonna be in the starting lineup for Serbia, because to say we were surprised is almost an understatement at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, but then Japan have gone with a different starting lineup here also, so we don't know what Serbia's starting lineup is yet, but it looks like I see Yvonne Anderson sitting down, so they've gone the same starters but with Yvonne Anderson in. So pretty much the same message. I think they need to get Anderson going, and also they did need a better point guard situation to help the press, so I get why that's a starter, but she's gone with the same lineup pretty much.
And I thought that Anderson and Kreisnik played very well yesterday, but they waited a little bit too long. It wasn't until the, you know, last few minutes or the last half of the fourth quarter. This level, you have to be ready to go from the tip.
I have to agree with you.
Well, welcome back, folks, to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup here in Sydney, Australia. Serbia up 4 on Japan, 38-34. Game day 2, Group B action. Serbia, they need a win. Japan are 1-0 already in this competition. Nogic, her three-point shot is good.
She started where she left off. She was the top scorer in the first half. Got her feet set, looks good.
Now Japan, do they have an answer? And the ball is gonna stay on their end.
Did you see that? That was great footwork here by the cameraman. Wonder if you can see this, look. Oh no, he's still filming and he kicks the ball away. Impressive.
Everyone who works around these events are also skilled, not just the players. Well, the big first half by number 8 there, Takada. And look at this defense. I don't know if they're aware.
Great defense by the Serbians.
Yeah, I'm not sure Japan really knew how much time was on the clock. I think the ball stayed in the hands a little bit too long with Miyazaki. So, Serbia with a chance to gain on their lead, and a nice little left-hand layup there by Yvonne Anderson.
Nice. And maybe that's what she needed, a good start, you know, really see the ball go through the net.
And fight for the rebound, but it comes up, and now Serbia with an opportunity to push it. Topozovic gets it off to Nogic. She hit that 3 already in this quarter. And nice passing and movement by Serbia, and Ratza is the one who's gonna come up with that 2 points for them. So now, look at this, back up to a 9-point lead.
Yeah.
Sorry, 11-point lead.
A good movement in Serbia's offense there, I really like it. Lots of options, pick and roll, cuts.
We saw a great first half by Serbia, and they were up big on Japan in that first quarter. And then Japan had a great second quarter and came back. So it's definitely a game of runs. You're thinking if you're Japan, you can't get down by too much, though. Then again, they are a great three-point shooting team.
Right. 6 on the clock.
And Anderson, we heard the crowd go, oh, imagining, oh, Nogic with the hustle play, but just can't come up with the ball.
She's playing well today.
She is playing well.
Yeah, and she's really building confidence. If I'm Malkovich, I'm going to say great job, but still, she's still over there teaching her moments, which is hilarious. But she's done very, very well, building trust and really going to earn herself extra minutes in this tournament.
I see Anderson also talking Nogic. And Mawuli, spin move, left hand is no good. She's upset with herself. And little runner in the key is Nogic, but she comes up with her offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Anderson. And Nogic, her shot's off the mark, and ball is gonna go to Japan.
Well, good shots for Serbia, not falling there, but it's the right choice and the right decision. And we just see a good box out by Mauli.
Well, Takado, she's kind of one of those quiet players. And you know, we highlighted her at halftime. Oh, nice cut, but that pass is off the mark by Todo, and actually better defense by Serbia.
Yeah,
yep.
Serbia's defense here is solid. Look, everyone's moving, everyone has their hands ready, and they get rewarded. Little press here by Japan, but Serbia beat it.
We saw great defense by Yamamoto in the first half on Anderson. And this time Anderson is able to attack the aggressive defense and draw the foul on Yamamoto. She just moves her feet so well. And great job, Ratza, keeping the ball alive, but it ends up in Todo's hands.
That's a smart foul there. Stop the transition.
Very smart foul by Topuzovic. Well, Todo gives it back to Yamamoto, finds Mauli. And Takada.
Buckets.
She doesn't miss, but she doesn't also, you know, she takes good shots. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah. But nobody really rushes her either. She's very patient, and she's in the right place at the right time.
Right. Topuzovic just tries to take it on her own. Probably not the best of shots for Serbia. And now Yamamoto stops, pops, but that's off the front of the iron. Ooh, nice hustle by Mawuli, but she's just not able to come up with the ball.
Yeah, and now Tina Krajnik will come in. So good solid 5 minutes. And this is where we saw in the first half around that 5-minute mark.
And some substitutions for Serbia. And again, every time one of her, you know, I guess less veteran players for Serbia, Coach Malkovich wants to talk to them.
Yeah, I like it.
Ratza is open. She thought about it and then let it fly. Todo up to Tokashiki. He's going to back down Krajisnik. Nice defense there by Krajisnik. but somehow Todo was wide open in the corner, and they got lucky.
Yeah, they did. That was a beautiful baseline pass. And the Japanese still can't find their first 3 yet in this third quarter. They're 4 from 17. 7 on the clock. Anderson needs to go quick.
Anderson, stop, pops, and it's good. She's a clutch player.
Yeah.
We saw her do it yesterday against Canada. Again, I thought she waited a little bit too late. You said she needs to come off those screens, and if she's open, shoot the ball around the free throw line.
Yeah.
So a little bit too aggressive.
They haven't made a foul yet, so that's fine.
Yep.
Both
Yeah,
teams.
lots of fouls to give. And
yep.
you've heard Coach Malkovich in timeouts, you know, when her team
Yeah.
haven't fouled, she's like, hey,
We've
you
got
need to be
fouls
more
give.
aggressive.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
We only have 1 foul.
Yeah.
Todo. Oh, nice step
Nice
through
move.
and finish by number 75, Nanako Todo.
Incredible footwork.
Oh. Krajcik, she's been quiet here in this quarter.
Need to give it to Krajcik. She's open.
Oh, nice hands is Ratza. And great job just sort of staying with the play.
Right, yeah.
Yamamoto drives, misses, and now Serbia are running.
Looks good.
Nogic, oh, that rattled in and out. And quick baseline jump shot rolls in by Miyazawa.
And really the transition defense for me, Serbia just need to clean up because Japan, that's where they're great at.
Well, Nogic just off the mark on that last trip down for Serbia. She finds Anderson, though. Anderson, great defensive, smart heads-up play by number 23 for Japan is Yamamoto.
Yeah, and Yamamoto, like I said, I think she's 5'3", so that little pocket
I think she's
pass.
5'3" on a good day.
Yeah, okay.
In stilettos.
In her Air Force Ones. Yeah, and that little pocket pass, which would normally work, doesn't. And Chajo now will come in, so 3-point shooter for Serbia.
Yeah, she had a couple big ones there for them in the first half. And Ratza misses. Great inbounds play, though. And quick 3-point shot. A lot of shots off the front of the rim for Japan in that game. That was Hirashita, who had the great game yesterday for them against Mali. She's been a little bit more quiet today.
Yeah, and they're still looking for their first 3. Yeah, foul. And the thing is, that's obviously a scout I'm seeing every time it goes into Krajcik. They're throwing that double team here. Look, she kind of fumbles the ball, and here comes the double team, and that slap down is easy for the referees to call.
I mean, it's almost a compliment when a team has to throw a double team at you, right?
Yeah, you've done your job.
You're that good.
You're that good.
They need 2 defenders.
And that's where I saw John Claude, just you bring the double, now you pass it to your team.
Right.
You've done your job.
Ratza. Shot clock winding down. That was a deep 2, and Krajcik fighting for the rebound. She thought the ball did not go off her, but the referee says otherwise. So ball back to Japan. You feel like it's been a really quiet quarter for Japan. They've had good looks. They've missed. They have been outscored by Serbia 11-6. You almost feel like Serbia should be up by more than 9, though, with the way that they played, right?
Yeah, but also Japan's missing their shots. They're shooting 3-point shots right now.
Aggressive drive, creates a wide open Takada who can't score either. You said it, there's a lid on this rim for Japan in this third quarter.
But yet again, everything's short.
Chacho. Penetration kick, Ratza finds Chacho, and her three-point shot is good.
Wow,
that's her
patience.
second buzzer beater of this game.
Wow. Great patience. Chacho, 9 points, 3 from 4 on the three-point line. Oh boy, she's heating up. I told you she's something. She's looking to shoot that three, but you know what? Serbia does a great job finding her. They make sure they screen in. They do elevator screens. We'll take a listen into the timeout. Here it is. Look, she's got wide open. She's not going to miss that with the clock running down. Look at that. Right on time. Chacho.
I thought the time was gonna, when you saw that pass from Ratza to Chacho, I thought it was gonna be a little bit too late.
ダブルワンですダブルワンで逆サイド引っ掛けた後こういうかみんなしかかけてほしいでルーは待っててほしい待っててヒバがアタックしてきたところでバッターが打ってヒバがいけるのか開くのか開くのかっていうのをコントロールあといっぱい言えるね
Well, there you saw that little running left-handed layup by Anderson early here in that third quarter. Serbia now have pushed their lead back up to 12, 52-40, with 1:34 remaining in this quarter. And long pass is creating a 2-on-1. Great job, and almost a foul by Krajnik. But again, these referees are letting a lot of body contact go. So a nice finish by the captain, Takada. And look at this. Unfortunately, Yasuma runs into the referee. I think the ball was out of bounds before she ran into the referee.
But if it bounces off the referee, it's still in the game. But also,
as long as they were on the court though, right?
Yeah.
So it actually did go out of bounds on the referee. But great job and hustle by Yasuma.
Yeah, they need to speed up the game, which they're doing.
Chacho was open, but Anderson
There's 3 on the clock. They need to shoot it.
Krajnik. Tough shot. Not sure to hit the rim. Kaho, she's been quiet. Little hang time. And she falls to the deck, and the referee called a foul. So she's going to get to go to the free throw line. You were shaking your finger there.
I want to see a repeat. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, foul. I'll stay up here, right? I don't deserve my whistle or my gray shirt yet. But what did I want to say? I wanted to say in the transition defense, Serbia is not getting back for a matching up, and somehow Japan are really just utilizing and breaking Serbia apart in transition defense. They're not matching up well enough.
So great job there by Akaho, and a little bit more, I want to say, spirit out of Japan since that timeout. Well, Serbia break the press that time more easily. Chacho. To Anderson. Anderson just drives. Oh, I was going to say great hands by Yasuma, but the referee disagrees with my call.
Let's have a look. Showing the refereeing now. Let's have a look. Nope. Foul. No?
It was a lot of ball. It was a couple fingertips. and a lot of ball.
Well, we're not FIBA referees.
Nope.
I like to think I am sometimes, but I'm not, and that's why they're there and I'm here.
Anderson goes 2 for 2 from the line. And now Serbia with an opportunity to get into that press break, that they like to do against many teams that we didn't really see in the first half. But Japan easily break it. And Japan are going to take their time, knowing that there's about a 6-second differential. Ooh. Oh, what a scoop layup by Yatsuma. And now Anderson with an opportunity to Topasovic. I'm not sure she's aware, but doesn't matter because it's actually going to be a foul. And smart foul, actually, maybe.
They've got something good.
Not sure she intended to foul, but it actually ended up being a pretty good foul.
Yeah. That was a nice scoop layup down on this end, wasn't it?
Left hand.
Came over, yeah, to the rim. Anyway, Chajo mishandles it. And no shot off by Serbia.
Yep. So talk about a game of runs. Every time you think Serbia are going to run away with it, Japan make a little bit of a run, and that's exactly what they did at the end of this quarter. Serbia still leading by 8, though, 54-46.
Well, Japan still searching for their three-point shot this half. They're 4 from 19. They were 4 from, I think, 12, in the first half. Free throws looking good for both teams. But if that three-point shot starts to heat up for the Japanese, Serbia are in trouble. But Serbia holding their ways, and here's the best plays of the third quarter. Serbia came out solid in this third, I thought. It was so important that they started off well. They went with that same starting younger lineup with Yvonne Anderson also in it, which I felt like was a great decision. Why would we ever doubt the great Malkovich as a head coach? And then, and the thing is, because Japan, this is the only way, in my opinion, you're going to beat Japan if they have a cold night at the three-point shot. 4 from 19, even if they made 3 more of those shots, they're in the game.
And I do think on a few defensive possessions, Serbia got lucky because Japan were, open, more open than we typically see them. And a lot of shots going off the front of the rim. So you mentioned it. Maybe we're seeing a tiny bit of fatigue from these Japanese shooters. Well, there you see it, the courtside 1891 QR code. Download it, and you will be always up to date with every kind of basketball news, games, highlights. And Yvonne Anderson has a look of determination. She knows how important trying to get a win here today over Japan could be. Well, they're trailing by 8, and they have 10 more minutes. Do they have enough? If that woman has anything to say about it, they do. What a job by Takada. Just a simple ball screen up top. Opens up a wide open layup for her.
And good start by Japan. That's exactly how you want to start the fourth quarter.
Well, you saw it. Ratza, Anderson, Chajo, Topasovic, and Krajcik on the court for Serbia. What an offensive rebound. Let's call it a pass, folks. Great job by Topasovic.
Yeah, Topasovic is playing some solid minutes for this Serbian team. Good defense from Serbia, way not to turn over the ball. And here they come, they've got numbers.
And she scored once, she misses that one, but no fret. Ball is gonna stay in Serbia's end, and now you see Nogic coming in for Ratza, who has been very solid. Both 9 points, 7 boards, kind of doing a little bit of what is asked of her. Well, Nogic with some big shots here today. And Krajicek. What a move.
Yeah.
What
always
awareness and what a move by her.
Got a lovely touch around the rim. And a foul. I think that might be on Anderson. Yeah. You know who we haven't seen is Jovanovic. She didn't play that third.
You're right. I don't think she had the best first half. And again, I think Malkovich is all about sending a message here today. So that's going to be Anderson's second foul in a row in the span of what, 6 seconds?
Yeah, maybe even less.
And she's going, I don't know what I'm doing. But
yeah, so yeah, it's only her second foul. She's all right.
Mawuli, she's been quiet, eh?
Yeah, she has. You're right.
And stop, pop. Do they break that cycle? And they do. Great job by Miyazaki. You can't go under a ball screen against a Japanese team. Almost.
Ball, no?
But if it wasn't intentional, look at this hustle, though. And they're able to get it back over Anderson now. Chacho! That shot was on the line, but it hit the back rim. And Mawali, what a catch! What a catch! That was like a touchdown catch.
Wow, right on the money.
And Chacho, nothing really that can happen
couldn't even
because
see it.
look at this. Look at this. That is a wide receiver, folks.
Yep, perfect pass. Nice little Tom Brady pass, right on the money.
I think it's a
Catches
good
it.
call.
Yep.
Chacho, no intention of fouling, but when you catch a pass like that, and Mawali is all smiles after she goes, I don't know how I did that.
No.
But she's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
And that's what probably she needs also, because we said, yes, she's been quiet. She's only got 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, which isn't that bad. She's played 15 minutes, but coming off a 13-point game yesterday. But that's it. Maybe you just need to see the ball go through the rim, and you'll start to heat up. But Japan's sticking around, Shona. Serbia isn't, you know, really breaking away. Japan just gets enough.
Well, she only goes 1 of 2. And now Serbia, they're still leading by 6. Feels like it should be more.
Well,
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Nogic. She's had some big points for Serbia. Anderson, great extra pass. And Krajicek with a rare miss, kind of.
Yeah,
I think she
speed
rushed
up
it a
though,
little bit, yeah.
She doesn't usually shoot her shot that quickly.
Well, Anderson is defended. Oh, Anderson just splits the defenders and is not able to convert, but Nogic there with the offensive rebound for Serbia. Topuzovic has played well. She
Very
plays
well.
with so much energy. Nogic, floater is good.
Great move by Nogic.
And look at this, Ratza. She's
Sticks
everywhere,
around, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, look at this nice little baseline move, little floater. Nothing but net.
Mawali slips, but finds Takada. who, a rare miss by her. And good job by Ratsa to draw the foul against Hirashita. Hand-checked with two of them. That's going to be called every single time.
Yeah, it's not allowed.
So 8-point lead, just under 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ratsa, shot fake, tough layup. I don't know about that call. It was definitely aggressive play, but I think, or Japan, you know, didn't need to play as aggressively. I'm not sure Ratsa would have been able to make that layup.
Yeah, let's have a look at this replay. Yeah, bump of the body, but solid up. I thought that was great defense. But with the time running down, it was a good decision, and she's made a way to the line, and she hits the first.
Yeah, so an absolutely solid game for Ivana Ratsa, #1 from Serbia. And we've said that, you know, yesterday we said that Tina Krajcik, number 33, and number 12, Yvonne Anderson, played well for Serbia.
Yeah.
We didn't have negative things to really say about the rest of the Serbian players, but we couldn't say that they played well. And tonight, you know, easily 5-6 players, you can say, have had a very significant game.
Step up, yeah.
Yes, in a way that they have helped their team to hopefully a victory for the Serbian fans. Oh, Ratsa, great defense though, is Miyazaki, and she's just gonna take it up. I don't think anyone was gonna catch her, but now Serbia with a quick inbounds pass, and this game is being played at a quick speed.
So, good effort by Tina Krajcik here. She goes for the rebound. And Okoye here, as she boxes out, here's a nice steal. And off to the races. Zaki. Looks like a track star. She's a runner.
Well, Serbia get it to Anderson. Anderson stops behind the three-point line. That shot's off, but look at this hustle for the offensive rebound. Every possession now is going to become even more important than the last, and extra possessions can be incredibly beneficial, because that's what happened, folks. Great three-point shot there by Kristina Topozovic.
And great patience by Serbia. Topozovic posted up down low, and Anderson, nope, I don't really feel good with that. They stayed with it. Here she goes. She kept moving, sets her feet. Nothing but net, and a splash for three. And timeout for Japan. They need to talk about it because it's getting a little out of hand. Well, how's your Japanese, Shona? Because mine is a little, needs a bit more practice. I've only been to Japan once, but there is the nice rebound and put back.
She is an underrated player, in my opinion. I think, you know, she's had a good night tonight, 10.6 boards, but, you know, I don't think she's someone who's gonna
wow you, like gonna be top
fill
of
the stat sheet. But when you
hard.
watch her,
yeah,
she does a little bit of everything. She does what they need her to do, that's for sure.
Yeah. She's undersized, but she's strong, she's intelligent, she takes her time. Obviously, she's missed a few bunnies, but she's stayed with it. It hasn't ruined her confidence.
Well, Japan out of the timeout. They find a three-point shot. It's off the mark. And that could have helped Japan a lot had they made that. And Miyazawa not having a exceptional game today. Nogic.
Nope.
And Japan are running.
Yep.
Look at this. Look at this. Well, penetration kick. They don't have anything in transition. They do an excellent job of slowing things down and trying to get into, you know, that typical style of play that we've seen Japan do for so many years, but not that time. It's a turnover, and there is 0.4 seconds left.
Not enough time.
No, and Coach Onzeku has one timeout left, but you're not going to use that now.
No. And it's a, there's not enough time to come down, catch and shoot. It has to be a tip to the rim. So it'll be interesting to see what play they have. Here we go.
Well, they got it off in time, and wasn't a bad shot. But Serbia come up with the rebound.
Serbia ring out.
You hear him, Topozovic going to work in the low post, kicks it to Anderson, who gets it back to her. And that shot, she has missed a bunch of tip-ins.
Yeah. Needs to develop a left hand.
And great aggressive drive is not there, but talk about a follow by Akaho, who, again, she was quiet in the first quarter. I felt like she was quiet in the third. And if there's a time for Japan to need her, it would be now.
Yeah.
Well, Serbia decides to kick it back out and slow things down.
Well, they're trying to use the clock, but if they're going to use the clock, they need to score in the possession.
And Nogic shot is well off, but a uncharacteristic turnover, and guess who came up with it? Ratza. Maybe not the best shot. She had a great steal, and you said use the clock. It wasn't a layup.
Yeah.
Use the clock, you know.
Yeah, use the
Look
clock.
at this.
Then she just gets... And I think Anderson tells that to her, and that's what you want from your vet. She says, hey, you got the steal, good job. You don't need to shoot it at that point. Points are important, but also the win is very important. We know that Japan can score very, very quickly.
Oh, what a little shake and bake move by Miyazaki. And they're crawling back under 3 minutes. They're trailing by 7.
And that's what I told you, because they've had empty possessions on the time and Japan are coming down and scoring very, very quickly, they've got enough time to get back in this
defense.
game.
They find Nogic. Nogic shot fakes and almost banked it in. She banked one in earlier, correct?
Yes, she did.
Akaho. All right, it's in the hands of Miyazaki. Well, Mwali, who you mentioned, has been quiet today, is going to take Anderson. Anderson is going to be called for the foul.
Is that the baseline call or the sideline? It's the sideline, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't move until they dribble it. I'm learning my refereeing, check in, check out. You know about that? No?
So that's bonus for both teams now. And that's good news for Japan, because they get to go to the free throw line and shoot while the clock is stopped.
Yeah. And not good management, in my opinion, these last 2 minutes of Serbia. They tried to slow down the game. They haven't got solid shots. They're shooting outside shots. They've got nothing to the rim. And it's just left the door open for Japan.
Moab goes for 2 for 2. And no surprise, some full court pressure here by Japan. Anderson gets it over, and then they go trap though, Krajicek. Anderson penetrates, finds Nogic in the corner, and her three-point shot's off, but the captain is there for the offensive rebound. And she gets it back. Kopozovic, shots off the mark, and now Japan are off to the races. Mawali turns it over though, great job by Nogic.
Good defensive stop there, that was big from Nogic. Good defense, a solid defensive from Japan now.
It's only a 2-possession game. Anderson, shot clock's winding down. Kopozovic, she's missed a couple little shots around the basket, but not that time. So that makes it a 3-possession game. Japan trailing by 7, 67-60, timeout, Japan.
And there was that little steal, way to keep her feet, gets it to Anderson, and then nice little pocket off pass. We have to make this one, which is on the right-hand side. Good for her. The Serbian fans love it, we love it, and it's a 7-point game.
1番でスタック。ルーが回っていって、ルーが回っていって、オンボールスクリーンかけてポップかける。大丈夫。爪ある。そうそうそうそう。最後のトップオンボールのところ、ルーがスタックに回っていって、ここでリズに当てて、両方取りに行く。ガードのアタック強くして、でトランジションはゲットピンにしてる。渡してアタックしてる。取れたら取る。取れなかったら上げる。DH をアタックしていく。オッケーね。最後まで。
Well, I mentioned it, it's now a 3-possession game, but if there's any team in this tournament who can make up 7 points in 1:15, it's Japan, folks.
Yeah, the way they get out in transition, the way they shoot the three, 1 minute 15 seconds is still a very long time, and they press the ball. But you know what? Serbia's done a really good job controlling and handling that press. They haven't turned over the ball too much from that press.
And let's see what coach drew up. Nice backdoor cut, and is not able to convert, but Akaho has earned herself a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, beautiful cut. Probably exactly what coach drew up, because it was perfect. She just didn't finish it. And yet again, they earn a trip to the line. Makes the first. Very important, these free throws.
Well, back to a 2-possession game, and no timeout called by Coach Malkovich. And Japan with an opportunity to pick up full court, but Serbia easily break it. You mentioned they want to use the clock, but still get a good shot opportunity, right? Ratza, who's had some very big plays for Serbia, finds Anderson. Anderson nowhere to go, and that is going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. You said Serbia like to play with a certain speed.
Yeah, and this isn't it, but at the same time, it's smart management of a game. You're risking it because Japan can shoot the three and they can score so quickly, but they're doing a good job. But the last couple of possessions for for Serbia, excuse me, they haven't scored.
3-point shot attempt.
Offensive foul.
Oh, an offensive foul.
Yes.
I was watching
Mauli.
the shooter, so I actually didn't.
Yeah. And
Let's see this.
yeah, it is. It's a moving screen, and they've been all over that.
Yeah, I think that's a good call by the referee. And you see Anderson and Topazovic celebrate that call.
Yeah. Topazovic is like, thank you. We needed that one. Anyway, 33.6 seconds. The time is on the Serbian side.
And we talked about this, time and score, especially in Group B, the group of death. If you're gonna lose, you wanna lose by as little as possible. Look at this defense. Oh, too bad. I thought it was great defense by Miyazaki, and the referee disagrees with me. So that is gonna put Anderson to the free throw line, where she is 4 for 4 in today's game. And again, if you're Serbia, you want to win by as many points as you can.
Very good
We
point.
saw they
Yep.
lost to Canada by 7, so you kind of want to try and make up those points wherever you can, right?
Yeah.
Japan, big win over Mali yesterday, 89 to 56.
Yep, you're right. So every possession and every point counts. So Anderson makes both. And if they can get another basket, that would be pretty good also. But Japan need to score quick here.
And not getting much, but what a drive to the basket is Miyazaki. And look at this. It's going to be a turnover, so they're going to have another opportunity with 11.5 seconds. And it is a 5-point game, but we talked about score, points, for and against.
Yep. So important if you can get that score line down.
Imagine they shot a quick 3 and made it. Gotta get the ball in, though.
They get it
They
open.
do, and there is a quick 3. Oh, goodness me, in and out. Oh, that would have been big. It's gonna be a jump ball, and ball is gonna go to Serbia, though. That shot looked good. Look at this. It bounced in and out twice almost.
And Serbia want to draw up a play. This is a very important timeout. They'll probably extend the ball down. They'll lose the shot clock. They'll go to 14, but it doesn't matter because there's only 5. And she wants a good look at the basket. Let's listen in.
Get open, everyone. Okay, our offense. Give me a good screen, smart, everything. Okay, we're ready. We're keeping the ball. We're gonna score. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Smart team foul.
Interesting there.
Hey, guess what? They're gonna try and score.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes it just needs to be that simple. Hey, we're going to score, but she doesn't draw up anything in particular. And here was a nice little drop-off. She doesn't draw up anything, you know, to get a good look, no screen. She just says, hey, they're going to press, and you guys figure it out. And sometimes it be like that, and you got to figure it out.
Well, let's see what they're going to come up with. There's 5 seconds. Ooh. Anderson. She gets a shot off, but it's tipped. So nice defense there at the end by Tokashiki. And Japan just couldn't pull off the comeback. So at the end of the game, the final score is Serbia 69, Japan 64. And a very, very much needed and big win for Serbia. Japan will now move to 1-on-1 as well as Serbia. I thought they played well at certain points, and I thought Serbia played incredibly well. And you saw today their players, a lot of players stepped up. Yeah. And I think this was, you know, to themselves more a statement win and a statement performance.
And I think they're a little bit disappointed from yesterday's win, and they're all smiles. But also, they came out strong from minute one, in my opinion. Like I've spoken about it, they changed up their lineup, and boy, did it work for them. They outscored. It was 24-9 after the first quarter. So Serbia started out strong, and all they did was manage the game through. And that last fourth quarter, they just kind of, you know, chipped away at it and had done enough and put enough score on the board. So Serbia gets their first win. The crowd loves it. They're flying their Serbian flags real high. And they're the three-point shooting, 23% for Japan. They only made one three-pointer in that second half, and that's really the game. If you're going to beat Japan, they've got to have a bad night at the three-point line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was Japan's three-point shooting. The ball was just not falling. Takada, great game, no surprise. The captain, 15 points. There's a lot of players we can talk about from Serbia. Nogic, you saw it there with 13 points. I thought Ratza had a great game with 11, and Chupozovic.
Yeah.
Was very solid as well.
Yeah,
so,
and those are your bench players now in starting positions. They turned up and they showed up and they showed out, and you know what? They're building that trust. This is game 2, and you play like that, Malkovich is going to give them more playing time, and maybe even think, do you know what? I like that starting lineup for us. We bring our older veteran players off of the bench. Obviously, it was a statement piece. We don't know exactly what the reason why she put those starters in, but it worked. And sometimes you need to see it like that, and you're like, oh, maybe we'll do that next time.
It definitely worked. And, you know, maybe a little bit of a surprise was not seeing Netsa Jovanovic. She only played 4 minutes. And so clearly Coach Malkovich maybe was not too happy with her performance yesterday, but also not happy with her performance when she did check into the game. We did not see her in the second half. Japan obviously missing some key players that they had last year at the Olympics, but still a very talented squad. And you mentioned it just before, Azania, when Japan aren't hitting their three-point shots, it becomes a more difficult night for them. And that's exactly what I think happened here today. They went 5 of 22, so only 23% from the three-point range. Well, the Serbian fans are happy. Not sure we'll see a smile out of the head coach's face, but that's her typical style. And there you see it, game day 2, Group B, Serbia with a much needed win, 69-64. We have France and Canada coming up next, and also Mali and Australia here tonight in Group B action. Australia looking for their first win. Let's see if they can get it on home court. Well, don't go far, folks, because we have a full day of games for you. And it is the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 here in Sydney, Australia. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back shortly.